Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play City Skylines, but first, a quick, exciting announcement. I am so excited to partner with Apex Gaming PCs to bring you a custom line of gaming PCs named after some of my most popular series. I've worked with their team to put together an amazing setup for playing games like City Skylines. I chose the components because they are similar to what I use to make my videos, and I want you to be able to do the same. You can use what I've picked or customize it further, for example by adding more RAM, which I do recommend if you want to add a lot of custom content for cities. For those you can't afford to pay all at once, Apex Gaming PCs does offer flexible financing, so be sure to check that out to have more affordable payments. There's a link to see the full line in both the description below and the pinned comment. Oh, and be sure to use the discount code Czardus to receive up to $250 off your purchase. So today we are going to be working on the area up here. We are going to be moving to a new district, and we are going to be working on getting the high-speed rail line set up, and then really get started with the transit hub district as a whole, and then getting some of the regional lines going as well. But first I want to get a old highway in for like connecting through here. I mean, we started some of that last time and the time before that, but let's go ahead and jump in. So we are going to bring this highway out, and it's going to make its way over here, and then we're going to have a bridge out here, because looking at the contour lines, I feel like, and the rivers, I feel like there would be a bridge here. At some point, they would have put a bridge in here, because then it crossed both of these rivers. Unfortunately, up here, well, no, we can fit a road through there too. I mean, we've got the rail lines going through there. I think a road can fit on that side of the mountain as well. And I think we would have a junction here with a road both coming out this way, although we do have the old highway going down there. But yeah, I think maybe a road comes in here, and we get a road going through the pass up here, or perhaps over here. Yeah, this side is a little bit steep compared to here. I think we could get a road through here that can get over to that side. So let's go ahead and find that highway. Where did it go? Oh, we're on the wrong river. There's so many great rivers on this map. Okay, so we are going to come in here, and I'm going to grab this. And just so you know, the plan for, let's see, actually, let's keep that 4 lanes, because we are going to have another town through here in a little bit. The plan for the main plot this episode is really that we are going to get the rail started and get this area put together. I think the construction of it would have started around the same time as the other district, but I think really their focus in the first, what are we, 10 years in now, would have been on the other area. So, but we're going to work on that now. This is going to come up over here, do ground level up to about there, and then we're going to go straight across here. And I feel like, I think I downloaded some bridges where I, what's the word I'm looking for? I made, I don't want the Bay Bridge. I've already looked at that. I've enabled some, but I don't see them here actually. Yeah, we have oh, here. The Sydney Harbour Bridge, maybe. I feel like that's going to be too much. Yeah, it's too big. Oh, but it is beautiful. 1.3 million. It's going to cost all of our money. We're not going to do that, but it is a beautiful bridge. I highly recommend it if you have not used it before. So I think what we'll do, is this the double? I don't want the double. I'm looking at the Bay Bridge now. Yeah, that is already put together. Approach to, this will work. Yeah, for an old bridge, that is going to work. An old truss bridge across here. Yes. Okay, so we are going to be straight across here. Although truss bridge, we probably could curve it, but I think we'll go ahead and just do straight slope. Sure that stays straight and come over here to there. And how does that look? That is not what I wanted to be looking at here. Totally got moved. Okay, here we go. I feel like it needs to be a little bit higher. I don't think we're going to have big boats coming through here. We probably should check the shipping paths though. Let's go in here. I don't think we have them yet. But we can click on them. Ship path. Yeah, we have a ship path coming here that goes up here. Probably would be barges or maybe smaller ships. But we do have a little bit higher here that the barges can get under. That bridge might need to be updated a little bit as well. Yeah, I think let's go just a little bit higher on this bridge, but not too much. Grab all of the nodes and bring it up a little bit. Be about that high. Gives it a little bit of clearance for any barges that might come this way. And then we can come in here with our network multi-tool mod. And we are going to grab these nodes. Why is it not? Oh, I have the wrong thing. There we go. Grab these nodes and go back to about here. 3% grade. That'll work. So we go up. We'll make that ground look a little bit better in a moment. How does the transition here look? Need to stretch that node out a little bit as well. Yeah, we can make that look a bit nicer with intersection multi-tool in a moment. But we are going to come here and then we're going to go down to the ground. And I think we're going to slot this in between here. This old highway that comes right through here. So this road, or this rail here, is high speed. So that we are going to have grade separated for sure. And I feel like the road would have been here first, but the rail is going to get priority and we're going to be at ground level through here. Perhaps. Not sure what we're going to... Let's go ahead and upgrade and put a rail in there. So we have a couple options with the rails. I'm going to take a look here. We have a lot of these wireless. No, I don't want wireless. I want wires on these. We do have... Oh, this is roller coaster there. I guess I did not apply the other one. Okay, so we're going to use these. And we want... That's wireless. E for... No, E for... Maybe this? It's wireless too. Okay, so I went on the workshop and I think I found the one I want to use. We're going to take a look at this. So this is by Revo, and it is the Northwest Corridor Mainline. So it is actually what Amtrak uses in the Northeast Corridor for like the Acela and stuff like that. I like the look of that. I think what we'll do is then we'll also get a fence around it. But I want to see what the elevated version looks like here. And then we can decide we might want to go elevated. Yeah, that does not have an elevated version. So we would need a bridge. And I think what we could do is this one. Yeah, through some of this urban area. If we want to have it be bridged, we could do that. And then we can just use the catenary or the network skins to choose the one that we want. And Northeast Corridor double can't here. We're here, this one. That is not showing at all. But we'll figure that out. I mean, it's possible maybe the wires go into the bridge itself. But I do like the look of this, and that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this over a little bit, and then we'll get going from there. And what we could do is we could have this be a quad two-way so that we can fit both lines through here. Yeah, I think that'll make sense. So we'll go to there, and then this line is going to come out. That way we only have to have one overpass through there. We'll get the station built in a minute, but I think what I want then is this is going to come through here, and we'll just curve it in properly in here. Yeah, that'll work. So that goes in there like that. There is a little bit of switching, and we'll have combining to do there. But we might be able to then come over here, and we'll use the overpass for this one. Because what I want to do then is I want to bring our road through here on ground level. Because it was here first. And probably would be pretty straight through here too. So then we're going to raise this up about there. I think that's probably high enough there. So we don't have to go too high. But I do want to then have a smooth slope from here. If we go all the way out here, what does that make it? Very, very smooth. 1% slope there. So that is beautiful. And then we can be elevated through here for a little ways and go from there. So we're going to go ahead and elevate this. And that'll get us over this cargo rail as well. Yeah, that'll be beautiful. Just move this over a tiny bit so we get our pillar in there. And then over in here, we're going to elevate as well. Because then we are going to get a bridge across here. And I think what we might do, this is an older bridge, but I think they probably would have also invested in some of this infrastructure in terms of like making a nice looking bridge. I like that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work a bit on some more of upgrading the rail to actual rail lines, and we'll probably do that in a time lapse, and on the other side we will work on some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and do that next. Okay, so I am pretty happy with what we have done. Now, I went in off camera. I think I did some of this off camera because that was a long time lapse, and then I decided that it was long enough and I should just do some of that off camera. But we have changed some of the layout here. So I could get this train line all the way in, and I like how it looks here. Over here you can see that we used to have pedestrian bridge over the trams, but now that we have this elevated so that it would be a very smooth slope for the trains, I sunk the terrain a tiny bit and we were able to path underneath there, which is good. And then it comes in here and it goes out, and these are real traps now. I didn't complete all of them, like this one ends here because we're going to have a town there eventually, and then it comes out here and we're going to have a town there too. But I did get the ones that we need. All of the high-speed rail is in place as well. And speaking of the high-speed rail, I think it was here. Yeah, we had a big bridge here. I took it out. I wanted to have a different look, and I couldn't get the catenaries to work right with the transition from this rail to the bridge either. So I took it out, and I think what we'll do is we'll have that older style bridge here instead on the cargo rail. That is the cargo rail, right? Yeah, the cargo rail comes along here and makes its way out over here. And then, oh, we've got a horseshoe curve there. Very nice. Well, interesting at least. But anyway, we are going to work on the town over in here next, and we'll get the high-speed rail where we'll get some train stations in. What I want to do is, actually, we can't quite get the ones that I want yet, because I want to get, it's in here, I want the Glass Box Transport Hub. So we need to get to 17,000 people in order to do that. So we're going to get a little bit of this in here, and then we will be able to build a little bit more. And I think what we'll do is we will get the road that we've been using in here. Probably about here. Let's start with that, and then we can go in the other, like on this side. I want to use this station again, which a lot of you know is my favorite train station currently. It has 5 tracks and we only need 4. I think what we'll do is we'll move this out just a little bit more. Yeah, that'll maybe work. Centered where we want it, but the tracks are not quite right. But let's come in here, take all of this out, and we can get this right here. Cost us a lot of money, so we're going to go ahead and resume some of that. Oh, I forgot to get the track right. Okay, shoot. If I take that out, it's going to cost us another 500. Actually, we get refund of $375. So that was a $100,000 mistake there, but it will be worth it. Let's come in here, and what we want is we want to get rid of the station track, and we are going to switch to one of these others. And specifically, I want this one. If we're mainline, okay, we're gonna do this off camera. Okay, so I think I have the right one in there. We are going to turn it off because we don't have anything functioning out here yet anyway. But we're going to go in here, and I want to actually get my picker here. Grab this. Actually, I want this one. So we're going to split now. And we are going to Okay, so I've got that line in. Now I want to come in here and grab this one. We're going to bring this one, let's see, we're going to have one more coming out there. And I want to save the last platform in case we expand at some point, or in case, you know, in case they ever had more high-speed rail, I guess. Yeah, that should work well. That goes to there. We're going to get the catenaries to go a little bit further there in a moment. And then on this side, I do want to extend these nodes again. And by the way, to grab nodes that are part of a station, you hold Alt when you're using Move It. And that will allow you to grab those. Then you can like move them out, or generally get them to about where you want them to be. Okay, so that goes in there. Let's sort out the catenaries here. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our station in over here for high-speed rail. That is really exciting. We can't get this one in, like I already mentioned. But what we can do is we can start planning out some of this other part of the town. So we want this to be, in between here is going to be all pedestrian friendly and have plaza in there so that people can just walk from one station to another. But what we do want, and this is going to end over here, it's going to be a terminating station. So let's get a wider road over in here. And I think we'll go ahead and just use the vanilla road for now. Bring that like this. Like I said, that'll terminate there. We've got this highway over here that we are going to extend further. And that would continue out this way. And then probably switch to the smaller highway through here. I don't know. It should fit in between there, actually. Yeah, it'll have the high-speed rail on one side there. It's going to lead to, if I make it an actual outside connection, it's going to cause some traffic issues over here. So what we're going to do instead is kind of have it end here. So I don't want an actual, like, big highway out here. But I do want the road here to make it feel like the highway went all the way out through here. There we go. So you can imagine that that old highway there goes that way. Right, so now we should be able to come back in here and we can get this road to connect here and terminate there. So we have kind of an entry point here now, and I want to have high density in here as well. And in fact, we're probably going to get some even taller buildings right around here. Well, maybe not. What I want is, I really want this to be more of a people who are not staying in Brookbury, like maybe commuters here, will take this into the bigger cities or some of those other towns. But I want to have a lot of people that just live and work in Brookbury itself. So I don't want to have too many tall buildings here that are going to be commuting out from there. So I think what we'll do is we'll go back in here. We'll continue with this road, or this style of road, because I think it will work well. And we are very flat here, so I do want to have the potential for grid. I do want to encourage people to continue to be fed into the arterials and avoid walking on these roads themselves. So what I think I want to do, and we do need to figure out where Skum owns almost all this land, actually. And we've got the highway going right through, which is going to mean that there is going to be quite a bit of traffic coming through there, I think. This road connects here, but it doesn't actually. It's not an outside connection road, but it potentially could be the main source of traffic through there. So what we're going to do is we're going to discourage people from cutting through by not having things connect. This can come out this way. This one is going to curve here. We'll get a pedestrian path in between them. From here, I want this to pretty much just end. Yeah, so maybe what we do, we could have it cut across here. So technically they could get in here, but I don't think anybody is going to want to turn here and drive through this road when they could easily stay on the highway and get that way. But we don't necessarily want to have too many intersections with this, because this will definitely be a major arterial going through here. So what I think I will do is I will have a one-way. Yeah, we'll do bike lane as well. So what I want is I want to do a parallel road to the multi-tool here. And I want that to go from here to here. Yeah, that is going to be very nice. I want to increase that a little bit. Increase the spacing. Then we're going to put trees in between. There we go. Now, why did that mess everything up? Oh, because we've got those three. One issue I've been having lately is that when I have a different tree, or like a vanilla tree on these roads, we get issues. So we're going to go in here and just replace that, whatever tree is on this road, with a different one. But first, autosave coffee time. Okay, so now we'll come in here and we'll get plain trees on that. You can see once that vanilla tree is gone, all the flickering and LOD issues are finished. That tree is too wide anyway. Yeah, you know what? Let's just change the road. See what else we have. Trouble is that we do want the bike lane there, because it's going to be very useful to have a bike lane. Let's do this one. So we have a separate bike lane here. And that did not connect here. Oh, because I used the multi-tool for that, which actually we're going to bring, this is like a frontage road. And I think I want it to continue all the way down to here. Okay, and then we're going to get the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then I want the bike path itself to go somewhere else. So instead of using the bike path now, just going to use a one-way. And we'll bring it in like that. So we'll have a traffic light here, I think. And we'll bring this in like that. And then we'll have the bike path begin there. But over here, we're going to bring this in to here. There. So we can have a little bit more space there. We've got a traffic light there. And let's double check. We don't have one here yet. We're going to get one in though. Oh, Riverfront Park has reached level 3. Very good. Traffic light here. So we have two ways for people to get into this area in here. And then these roads can connect just fine. So anybody going to the train station will need to stay on the highway. And then we can get some other buildings off of here. So I think what we'll do then, reserve this for services. And over in here, we can get some residential buildings. Yeah, that is going to work. We are going to get water over here first, though. And water is going to come from here. And then we will need power as well. We're just going to bring a rural line all the way from, actually, we should have a high-speed line coming out. We don't have a major power plant yet. So, no, let's do rural. Where do we have power for here? Here it is. I wish we could have the power travel on the high-speed rail line, because I feel like it kind of would. Most of this power line will be replaced at some point. We're really just getting it across and getting power started for now. It gets it to that train station, and let's bring it across here. Like so. And we are going to get some zoning in here. So I think what we will do first of all is apply our zone to this. Where our theme. We want to enable the theme manager, and we want to select Brookbury. So now we can go in and we can zone high density residential. That's the only thing we have in the zone right now. And this is not going to be that. We're going to get services there. Start with an elementary school. And yeah, we can use that one. The basic vanilla school there, and then we'll get a park out here. A playground in here. Then we need to make sure we've got water here. So I don't know why they are complaining about not having water. Oh, we don't have much water availability. We need a new water tower. Let's get one for the... Oh, no. We'll just go ahead and add a second one up here for now. Now there should be water out here. They're mad because they don't have... They're so far away from everything. That's what they're mad about. But let's also check. Unemployment is high. That's another issue. So what we're going to do is over in here... Let's get a little bit of... Oh no, let's go back over in here. And I want to get some offices in. I think we have the education now that we can do this. 27% highly educated. So we want offices, and some of these are huge. This is going to provide jobs for like everybody. I don't think I want that one. But Monroe Center. Now that one is a better height here, and we can put this here. That will be 7,000 jobs. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, then in here we're just going to surface paint a little bit. Turn this into a plaza with some cafes. There we go. And then we'll also go in here and just grab planter on each side. There, so that makes all of that a bit more interesting for them. And unemployment is dropping. Excellent. We do need a little bit more commercial in here. Let's grab that really quick too. And we want high density commercial if we can. If there are any buildings that I am happy with. Oh yeah, here, we want these. These are good commercial buildings. That one right there. Actually, double that up. Build like a little plaza in here. Yeah, I like that. And then we can then do, again, surface painter in here. And we'll just copy this in. There we go. So now we've got some commercial in there. That will be another little bit of jobs. And unemployment is really going to, oh, look at that. We're getting a huge boost in people now. Now that there are more jobs available, people are flying right in. And this filled in almost instantly. I kind of like this, the way this turned out. Like the buildings are kind of very similar, but I kind of like that because you can imagine that developers would come in here, or like somebody would come in and say, all right, I'm going to buy this piece of land from Scum, and we are going to build a whole bunch of homes there. They will be very fancy. Just duplicated the same style over and over again. Anyway, you get the idea. Bring those in that way. Kind of like that. And then we'll get another one curving that way. And this can come in this way. Now we're getting people parked out here, or like moving in. It's very good to see. Especially because I want to get to that 17,000 so we can get our first regional station in. Okay, so that will work. And let's go ahead and get some more water in place. And get some more zoning on here. Unemployment is still 14% though, so I don't want too much there. I guess we'll get some commercial out here as well. I think we'll put some of that along here. Let's put this here for now, I guess. Get 2 of those in. You're not going to have power there, but... Oh, and that was the service area. We don't want those there. Oh, let's go ahead and tuck it in over here then. Get 2 of those in right there. And that can provide a little bit of commerce out here. A lot of them are going to be commuting. They have a long commute to work right now because they have to come all the way over here, cross this bridge, and then they have to come down here, get on the highway, come over here. Or I guess they could cut through. Oh, no, they can't because we have restricted that. So they can't do that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and... It says 14% unemployment. We have... Yeah, we need more people because this is a level 3 office building. We're going to have some issues. Let's go ahead and get some more commerce in here. Not an ideal build. Oh, here we go. Just enough space for commercial in there. And then we can get a bigger building. We're in this corner. Yeah, that would be good. And then let's, again, fill in the block. That will work. And we could get another building in here, but I'm not quite ready for that. I think what we'll do instead is get some more zoned out in here. We're back in Knowlesburg, even though I want to really be working on the other area right now, but we do have the space and the infrastructure and stuff already in place for expansion here, and that is what we need because we need to get to 17,000. But we do need the jobs. I think we have the... I mean, people are moving in. There is demand for that, so they can do that. They're mad about noise. Why are they mad about noise? There shouldn't be all that much noise here. Mainly due to traffic. We really need to get to that train station. Let's get these in. Actually, this one, that can be a little park. Dog park there. He'll be happy about that. You can see they immediately jumped up there. And then I guess we can get a high school out here. Yeah, we need a high school anyway. Let's go ahead and put that here. And then we'll get a sports hall in. No longer, I mean, our budget is not as smooth as it once was. We are going to need death care out here as well. Big city, 17,000. That is perfect. You're going to be able to get that train station in now, which may be an issue because of how expensive it might be. Let's see. 100,000. Okay, that's not too bad. We will be able to get that in, but we do need to get our death care in. I think we'll put it over here. Yeah, and we'll, again, like we've done before, we'll get a cemetery in over here with like kind of a more realistic looking cemetery. Okay, so where is my dirt road? Here we go. We are going to bring this in. And we'll just put a cemetery over here. That'll get us started with death care out here. Now, we want to get this transit hub in. So now this one needs to end on this side of the street. I want it... I mean, I guess we could put it all the way over in here. That'll work just fine there. And I forgot to change the train track again. This one, though, it needs to be that style track because it is split there, and I don't think we have a matching track that would work. So instead, what I want to do is we're going to grab this one, and this is going to come into the center. I don't know, I mean, we have 6 different tracks here, and I don't know where we're going to send them all. I know that I want to have a lot of lines here, but I can't quite remember the plan of where things were going to go. So we're just going to do this. Did not... Oh, and also we're not going to have... Don't want the catenaries here. Anyway, what are you mad about? Vanilla is not playing well with this, which is highly, highly annoying. We'll have to figure that out. But for now, I think what we can do is we can just plop some gravel on top. The decal probably won't work. But ploppable would. They don't have that. We need to get that enabled, and then we can go from there. So for now, we'll leave it like that, because we can now get our first train line going. And I want that to go from here, following this line, to Nolesburg. It's going to go to there, and then back. Okay, and we are going to select the type. For this one, I want to have... I think I decided on one of the ride trains. I'm going to do 5 car. Oh, here's 8 car. And we will just... Okay, I wanted to do 3. Let's start with 3. Go from there. So we do need water here because we are just far enough away that we don't have water at the train station. And I want to bring this in. Very good. Now I want to have a pedestrian path here too. Connect here, and then we'll also bring a road in over here. There goes our first local train line. All that way. How much does that cost me, actually? I want to know. Train. That's this one. How much are you costing? $500 a week? They all are. Okay. I mean, the other ones are a little bit cheaper, but they're not too much. So we'll keep that the way it is. Now, that should probably lead to people taking the train pretty soon. Yeah, you can see these guys are already heading over here. Oh, you're just going to outdoor seating. Well, you do you, buddy. Eventually, we're going to see a lot of people using the train. I am positive about that. Unemployment is 22%. We do need to get some commercial in here. And now that we have train station in place, I think I feel good that we can go in here and we can get some commercial over in here. I think over on this side, and actually we have metro is right in the middle of that. That's the only thing I don't like about this. But we don't have, I mean, these are all hubs. And I don't necessarily want to use, this is one of the other like standard ones that people can use, but I really like the look of this here. Maybe eventually we get a metro line coming out of this. I don't know where it would go, but that is an option, I suppose. Okay, so then what I want to do is we're going to leave this side open for a park or plaza, and on this side, actually, we do need a monument. That is what we're doing nowadays. And I want... Somebody suggested that we do the Statue of Industry. So great to have it over here. Yep. And this is a statue of Skum. Nole Skum. You come off of his high-speed rail line, and there's this giant statue of him right in there. I like that. Okay, so that kind of gets the plaza kicked off. Let's go ahead and get our commercial in here. So I'm thinking level 2. We don't want level 2. We want... these are so... I don't know the word I was going to finish with that. Do I want them right up against the train? Come out and then it's right there. Oh, look at all the people going to the train. Beautiful. I think what I want is plazas right on the other side. And I don't think I want these all the way across. Though that looks kind of nice with that replaced tree. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I think that really opens this up a little bit more. And then we'll keep this all a park. Get a large park in here. And then we can get a large playground. No, we don't want a playground. I think what we'll do is we'll just leave the whole thing open. And we'll get paths out now. There we go. That will work. That really opens this whole thing up. And then on this side, this is where we are going to get our major commercial center. And on the other side of this, I think what I want to do, first of all, we're going to bring the power line out. Because now we've got power over here. Well, not quite everywhere, but we'll bring this out over here for now. Because I want to come in here and we're going to get a road right on the other side of this. And then I want to do back side of that. That is going to be here. No, we need to go a tiny bit further. There we go. We want this to come down here to there. Then we are going to copy all of these and put them here. Then we have shopping on that side and a plaza in here. And what I want to do then is we will then come in here with a pedestrian path. This road needs to connect here. There we go. So then we will probably see pedestrians walking through there at some point, and that will be quite nice there, I think. Unemployment is still 23%, so we have something to work on going forward. But we also have 200 passengers already going on this, and we need to get some more city services out here. We'll get a police and fire station in here. There we go. So that should get the coverage out here that they need. And then we'll be able to go from there. So we didn't really get too much of what I had planned for the storyline this episode because we were so focused on getting the rail infrastructure in place. And that is kind of how things go sometimes. You really have to get that in there. How many people do we have on this train, though? Yeah, 20 or currently nobody. No, 36 here. There we go. Traveling along, and in fact, this one is just coming in, and then we'll follow it. It's just a little long. That's okay. It's going to turn around here in a moment because that is what trains do in city skylines. Oh, it didn't actually. It is going backwards. Okay. And that's not a very cool first-person view. So instead, we will do the third-person view. And just follow this along for a moment. This is a different camera than I'm used to. Fits under there. That is great. And then it goes through this little cutting area. We still have the train lines on, so I mean it is not ideal that what we have here, but we make our way through. You can see where the high-speed rail is there. Oh, I need to go in and tell the game which trains can go to the high-speed rail as well. And we have a tree poking through there. This is why we do stuff like this, so that we can see those issues. Seems that like every node there, we have a bump as well. It's kind of concerning, but we'll work some of that out. Oh, and we've got some random wires there. Again, this is why we do these, so that we can spot those issues. Anyway, now we are coming in here to Nolesburg, where there is a ton of people walking around. Beautiful. And look at all these people waiting at the station. They're going to get on. Very good. 136 passengers now. That is beautiful to see. And I'll clean that up a little bit in a moment off camera. But I think that is it. So, oh wait, this is turned off. We can turn it back on, but we are going to tell it we want the Shinkansen. These are the ones that I've picked here. Those are the only intercity trains that can come in here, and that should start to have trains coming in pretty soon. But that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.